Hey guys, welcome to my studio. My name is John Sine. I'm a DJ, producer, and daily vlogger. I was in Amsterdam just a couple of days ago at the Amsterdam dance event. Met one of the biggest house legends, Olav Basoski. You all know his huge hit, Waterman. It got just very recently re-released on Spinnin, one of the biggest labels for electronic dance music on this planet. So I was really fortunate to hang out with him, talk with him a bit about the music industry, how to get songs released, and all of this is coming up right now. Welcome to EDM Legends. With me today, Olav. I got to know him like 10 years ago from a YouTube video, a tutorial.
Oh, okay.
I didn't tell you that. Oh, and by the way, we're like in the center of Amsterdam, just doing like an on-the-fly EDM Legends thing. It's raining a little, it's loud. It's a really sketchy interview kind of conversation, but we're still trying to deliver some good information.
Hey, man.
Where was I? Yes, I watched a YouTube video with him explaining how to actually pitch, do like pitch rising effects.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. The
like
future
really
music,
10 years ago.
Yeah.
So ever since I knew your music and who you are, and now finally got to meet you after you watched one of my videos.
I saw him on YouTube.
And yeah, just here in Amsterdam connecting a little. So let's actually start with the questions. I haven't prepared anything, so now I have to think.
What can I ask this guy?
Okay, this guy. Legend, making house music, classic house music. Did you ever produce something else, or are you very strict into one direction?
My main house music is where my heart is.
Okay.
So it's very hard for me to produce anything else. I have done some stuff for other DJs secretly.
Okay.
Different types of music, but that's not really my thing.
And you had like a huge hit, the Waterman.
Yeah.
Original release, like, what was it, like 10 years?
No, longer.
More?
It was
2004.
2004.
Long time
Yeah,
ago.
man.
And it's an edit, actually, or like a cover version?
No,
The
it's
vocals?
just a sample from Sister Nancy. Yeah.
And how did you get that cleared? Because a lot of people always ask me, I made an edit, I made a remix, unofficial. How do I get it out officially? What are like the steps involved?
It's really important that you only do this if it makes sense.
Yeah.
So if you see any opportunity to make money of your record or
Okay.
of your work, you just you look them up. That's basically it. That sounds easy enough, but sometimes it's so hard to find the copyright holders of a sample. And,
especially if you sample, because then you have like two steps.
you got the master rights.
Yes.
That's the owners of the actual tape that it was recorded on. That is owned by somebody.
Usually the label.
Not necessarily. Sometimes the producer.
Okay.
Mostly the label. Sometimes the artist. So you need to find those people, and then you need to find the people who own the rights to the lyrics and the melody. That's what we call copyright.
Yeah.
And you need to pay them a little money also. So, but it's sometimes hard enough to even find these people. You know?
Did you back then find those people, or
Yeah.
did the label do that for you?
Well, back then it was my own label, so it was us.
Okay.
We found them, and I had a friend in London who actually, coincidentally, happened to know these people.
So it's usually connections, how it most of the times usually is.
And you know, if you don't find these people, if you really cannot find them, then it's always good to have proof of you even trying to find them.
Okay, so that you don't get sued
Yeah,
if you happen to release it.
So if they want to sue you, you can always tell them, listen, this is what I tried, and all these emails, and you will not know where to find.
At least try it.
Yeah.
Just 1 sec. Okay. Just checking if the
We're still good?
mic. Yeah.
Edit.
Hi.
My name's Christian.
Oh, big fan.
Keep doing what you do.
Thank you very much.
That's the second time in his life somebody recognizes him. No, it's not.
Today. Thanks.
Oh, today, yeah.
Yeah, running into some fans.
Fans all over the place, man. Especially from
where were we?
Scotland.
He was from Scotland?
I think so.
Okay,
let's.
Let's just get to the next question.
funny.
You released a couple of songs on Spinnin.
Yeah.
And Spinnin is like the hottest label when it comes to electronic dance music.
Yeah.
Any tip how to get signed to Spinnin, or how to get signed in general to a good big label? Is there like steps involved?
The only tip I can give to anybody is make good music. make music you think they can sell, because they're in it for the money. After
I mean, yeah, that's an important step. A lot of people don't tell. Because I was yesterday at the panel and they were like, make original music and I mean, yes, that's all true. But at the end, the big labels, they're companies, they want to make money. And if you give them a track they can make money with, they will sign it way more likely.
Absolutely. And to the purist, it doesn't sound nice, but these
Yes.
big companies, they have sometimes even have shareholders, and they want to see money flowing in also. So it's there are record labels that do it for the love and the passion
Yes.
for music,
Yes.
but they don't make any money. And that's fine. I mean, if it's a side project, if you want to be on the big commercial labels, it's a matter of making big commercial music.
And would you suggest young producers to make music that makes money, like kind of produce the
No.
trends, go
No.
with it?
No. No.
Okay. What would be the step?
Un-
Like thinking ahead?
No, unless you're really talented and can actually put on the hat of the big commercial producer, I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. Make the music you like, because that's always the best stuff you put out.
Okay. Yeah,
You know?
definitely. And you stand behind it. You're proud of it. You will
Exactly.
promote it more than if
Exactly.
you make, I don't know, a cheesy house track that you actually don't like just for the money.
Yeah,
and
well,
fame.
you know, if it makes you $1 million, you'll be probably very happy also. But and then you can go back to your passion. You know, it's
A lot of people actually do that.
make the music you like. And
For example, Eric Prydz has like his other kind of names, aliases, where he's
Yeah.
making more underground stuff, and
Yeah.
Eric Prydz is more the vocal
Yeah.
radio stuff. More questions. Music, nerdy production stuff, back in the days. Okay.
what's your favorite party ever? What's
Yeah,
the
okay.
best venue you ever played at?
He's not helping me with the questions, but
What
those are
DAW are you using?
those are the cliche questions.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. The Waterman track was a huge hit. Now re-released.
Yeah.
Was it your idea? Was it someone else's
No,
idea?
well-
How did this happen?
For some reason, people have been, colleague producers. I like to call them. They've been telling me this for the past 8 years or so. Re-release it, do a remix.
Yes.
And I've always been, I don't want to do that. I never did a remix of my old tracks,
Yes.
so I was never behind that whole concept of re-releasing stuff and putting it into a modern version of it.
But it worked out quite good.
Well,
Number one, Beatport.
BEATPORT #1 for I think 3 weeks or so. So that's nice.
Your friends that recommended you to release it, they were right at the end, your friends.
Well, maybe. Plus, it helped a little that spinnin convinced me with a little money, So that helps. And
So the re-release, or the new version was released on Spinning directly.
yeah,
Okay. I mean, that's Spinning, it's hard to say no.
exactly. Yeah. Plus, they have a lot of. They don't just have a lot of money. They also have a lot of
Yes.
striking power.
Yes,
you know?
definitely.
And
Huge
everybody-
YouTube channel,
Yes.
huge
Yeah.
connections. They even have like a pop-up store here selling merch.
Oh,
I just passed
believe
by
you.
yesterday.
Plus, I've known Roger, who's now the CEO of Spinning.
Yes.
He used to be my A&R manager in 1998 or something at Work Records in Amsterdam.
So you're close, you just call them and
Yeah, yeah,
that's nice.
and that's a big advantage of knowing people in this scene for so long.
Because as a small artist, usually it's hard to get in touch with those people.
Probably, yeah, I can imagine.
Any tips on that? How to get in touch with the people that can move things for you? Or is it yourself at the end that has to do it?
Yeah, it's a fine line to walk. You don't want to annoy people, but you don't want to. You also want them to notice you. So you maybe want to email again if they don't reply. Call them again if they don't call you back. Send in your demos again and again and again. But it's in the details. You don't want to do it every day.
Yes, of
Maybe
course.
not every week either. But maybe every 2 weeks.
Okay,
Just
every 2 weeks?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
Just don't
You heard-
send them
you
the
heard
same
it.
track every 2 weeks.
So now everyone has to make every 2 weeks a track and send it to Spinnin.
Yeah, you do that.
And
They'll love me for it.
We should give them the email address.
Maybe not.
You will get in trouble. Let me think really quick.
Stop raining, man.
Yeah, at least that. But now it's windy. I hope the mic doesn't pick up too much wind. As I said, sketchy interview, but I hope you still enjoy the information at least.
This was all we can do, man.
Yeah.
He's such a busy guy.
Yeah. I mean, Amsterdam's crazy. It's even inside where the event is, it's even louder than outside. So some ADE tips, because you live here, you're here probably every year.
Yeah.
And I'm here my third time. So I usually walk around, meet people I know from emails just to get in touch. Any other tips for young people coming here to the city, to the ADE? What should they do? What shouldn't they do? Where should they go to?
Well, you know, it's twofold. You can either enjoy the city and all the parties and get wasted every night.
Yes.
That's one thing you can do.
Yes, definitely.
Or you can just get up early in the morning, stay fit, don't drink too much, don't do any dope, and chase the people you want to talk to.
Just approach them, go to them, say hi.
Of course, always introduce yourself.
Because most of the people are wearing like those badges, and it says on the thing who they are,
Yeah.
who they work for. So just try to get a sneak of it. And
Yeah, exactly.
and
Well, you
talk
know
to
all
them.
about this probably. Yeah, that's how you do it. And just introduce yourself and don't make it too long.
Yes,
Just
don't make it too long.
take 3 minutes of their time. Most of them are pretty busy.
Yes, definitely.
Like I said, it's you do either that, or find a mixture of these. Go wasted one night, and the other three you behave yourself.
Are you staying all of the day? No, you're living here. You're just.
I live 20 minutes away from here. I just drive. It's bad enough to get into the city with my car.
What car do you have?
A Volkswagen.
Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's small enough to get.
Is that John Sine?
Yeah. Hi. Another short break.
Number 3.
I should prepare these interviews better.
That's all right. These are good questions.
What would you ask yourself?
What's the best party you ever played at? No. How do you like the girls in Poland?
Let's talk about the DJing part actually.
Okay.
You've traveled the world.
Yep.
You told me off camera like you did like 8 gigs in 2 days. No, 8
Eight
flights,
flights.
in 2 days.
For 3 gigs. Yeah.
How do you handle all of this?
Yeah, that can be hard. You know, you need to stay fit, and I actually stopped drinking any alcohol in probably 1999.
Okay. No more when you DJ or not at all?
Well,
Or like maybe just the wine every once in a while?
exactly. Yeah. I'm also always the designated driver amongst my friends and my girlfriend, so I don't drink. I don't do any alcohol in the weekends either. But that's just a matter of it's part mindset, of course. I'm gonna go for this, and I know it's tough, and it's sometimes hard to go from airport to airport and walk over airports to your next flight, and sometimes even have to run to catch it.
Is that something you see yourself still doing like in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? When is
In
the
20
point?
years from now.
When is the point where
You
you
have
say
no
like,
idea how old I am, man. I started producing house music in 1990.
I know, yeah, I know.
So I'm an old guy already.
How long do you think you will do the DJ thing? I mean, producing you can still
Right.
do, but DJing?
As long as it feels right.
Okay.
I don't have like 3 gigs a week, so it's cool. I work from home. If proper gigs come my way, then I can always. I have a choice now.
Okay.
I can do it or I don't have to do it. And back in the day, I just took them all.
Of course, it can be fun.
Exactly.
Especially if it's new to you.
Yeah. But it can be hard. It can be physically tough. So you need to stay fit, don't drink too much, eat well.
And is there like a plan after like DJing, producing, maybe like opening up a label, helping young artists?
No, I had my label for the past. I started my own label in 2004, 2003 actually. So that's all history already for me. And I wish I had a plan. I should have made a plan.
I would come and visit you in 10 years ago.
I should have saved my money. No, it's I'll see where it goes. I'm producing music and sometimes for other people.
Yes,
and,
I mean that's always good income.
Exactly, and it's fun to do.
Yes.
It's my main passion.
Would you say you're more producer or DJ?
Producer.
So definitely more the studio guy.
Yeah. Although I started out as a DJ. No, not everybody knows that, but I started out when I was 18 as a DJ in a local club.
What kind of music did you DJ like back in the days? Like
Oh,
with 18, what was like your first record you put on the
Rick Astley, do you even know him?
No.
Madonna.
Okay, Madonna I know.
You know, the pop artists of the time.
So really pop
Janet
music.
Jackson.
So like really pop music.
Yeah, it was a pop disco. It was a discotheque.
Okay, and then slowly into house music, or was there anything else in between?
There was no house music at the time.
Yeah. Okay, but
yeah,
later on.
As soon as I discovered house music, I was completely into that. A friend of mine who, well, he wasn't a friend yet at the time, but he used to work in the local.
Yeah, the Amsterdam,
That's Amsterdam smell. He used to work in the local record shop, and we started to discover house music, and we started to make our own house music. And he is now one half of Chocolate Puma.
Oh, okay.
You know those
I
guys?
I know those guys.
And
they also made a future music video.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so that's how it all started for me. I come from a musical family.
Yes.
I played violin and piano.
Oh, really?
But then I heard, and we bought our own gear, like tape recorders and samplers and stuff, and it never worked for me. But then I heard that house music, and I thought, I can make that.
Yeah, it's like
you know,
foot to the floor.
Exactly. And a friend of mine had a 909 and an 808.
And I mean, the big advantage is you can do it all by yourself. You don't need a band. No splitting up, no finding a new singer or anything. It's just like one person that can be creative, and I think that's like one of the beautiful things about electronic dance music. I think it's another approach and a different skill set than like a trained musician.
Because guys like Axwell,
yes,
they don't play either.
No.
But he knows
Yes.
when he hears the right notes, you
Yes.
know, and he hears the right harmonies and stuff. Somebody's stealing a bicycle.
Amsterdam is weird. So yeah, thank you very much for this.
You're welcome.
Nice interview. A little strange interview, but I hope you still enjoyed it. I hope the audio isn't too bad. I might have to add subtitles.
Is the camera waterproof?
Yeah.
Or resistant at least?
No, actually not, but
It's still working.
Yeah.
Still running.
it's still running. Thanks a lot
You're welcome,
for
man.
being part of this. I will also put a link down below to your SoundCloud. Yes. it's
Sure,
the best.
yeah.
So you can check out his music and also his YouTube videos for future Music Mag tutorials. Really interesting.
Yeah, man.
You can learn there how to pitch things, like pitch effect, rising thing.
I'm not sure if it's even still up on YouTube. But maybe if you can find it.
If I find it, I will put it down below. So thanks a lot.
You're welcome, man.
Now let's go and find that crazy smell. Now it's your part to tell them to subscribe.
Hey, you know what time it is. No, that's a different channel. Please subscribe to John.
Yes.
He's got a great channel.
Thanks a lot.